Good evening. If you're fan of our street, Adom TV, and Russell see the big agenda, Jimmy dear bro. Me didn't question sempa. I'm faster than my DBS Industries Limited. So per Supreme Concrete, a DBS, and already Miss Concrete DBS said the bro. Who see Diana and our friend on Modeba, open pavement blocks, so being 5 inches, 6 inches blocks. Mention baby, DBS Industries Limited. Omada Roma, any day the big agenda at the bro. A quick commercial break. Yeah, Babaka. Mekatro, the Chiana Senior High School, 8 students. Omoko didi oman penny atem, the aftermath, and the Ancrofor Kika. Yeah, the Bebro State Union. Well, Mr. Moakwaba, I was so watching me trying one, but Sisiano joining us. This as the big agenda. Me didn't question sempa. Before the break, Mekatro started with insult, say, and kola more. SHS, Amudidi Omampeni Atem, Chiana Senior High School, and what you know, GS, after the investigation, you're saying Colano, you're dismissing a call for a lot of debate and Crawford Cardium Becker. But His Excellency the President stepped in through the Ministry of Education. I said, no, the punishment is harsh. I'm going to find the other alternative. Now I'm going to find punishing Colano. Yanko Shen Colana Chopa, or the mom and penny. After GES, I didn't shoot better about it.
Minister, please, you push forgive us. President of Ghana, we are begging in the name of God, help us. This is my future. I don't have anywhere to go. I'm being taken care of my brother and sister. They will not be happy with me. If my brother hears this, he will die. They call us, we came. We don't know what they gave it to us. Please help us. Regional Director, GES, President of Ghana, please, China Senior High staff, headmistress, teachers, please help us. We have.
Well, until we say for Oti and Mofrana Chopa and the His Excellency song when you and on fan chomo. Right after that, according to letter from the Ministry of Education, first of all, your special letter and any in Sema a womb signed by the PRO, Ministry of Education. Now, shall we? A press release, Ministry of Education, President intervenes in disciplinary action taken against 8 students of Chiana Senior High School SHS. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has intervened in the above subject after his attention was drawn to it. Consequently, the Minister for Education, Dr. Yao Osei Edichum, has directed the Ghana Education Service to consider an alternative disciplinary action instead of dismissal, which signed by Kwesi Kwarteng, PRO of the ministry. Well, and since said the ministry had the letter about Bonti because of Mampeni ATM. What's next for Nkolano? The alternative disciplinary action at GS at the Beba. Well, Yanko Zoom na Afe, Yani Peter Pate Anti, Executive Director, Institute for Education Studies. Well, Peter, what's the main comment? Mwajo Bibi Abokode.
Nyami Adom, na onzo.
Nyami Tiasi, Ukraine Fisher Person come out.
I think come to you.
Right.
This is a Bibi Aboko.
Well, Peter, you start first of all. You share Atem the dear and Kolani the dear Mampeni. Dear now betting me a car found.
Well, I think so. No, dear, and yeah, dear, as a Ubia cast a dear yet. Frank, it what it says, Sana Mutimi, so such words on no penisa, not just a Muankasana more problem. Into a video me crime shine once I couldn't watch it again because I was surprised and Kwalanki to Almunti. I can't say so I know there at them didn't and there so any crowd.
Okay, and possibly a dear bit to me are pushing collect sir. Mama can't send such your Mampeni. Hello, Peter. Hello, Peter. Right, now me be say a dear bit to me ama and collar SHS and collar as you saw Mampeni Arobasa. Hello, Peter.
Well, so what's here? I think said the second. Hello, Patrick. Come.
Peter, me tell you,
Okay, so I think there's a second video on my indicates say they did that because almost share from social media. And to be frank, if we share during that time, no any and Nancy of course was social media, Facebook, and TikTok, you would agree with me, sir. I say penny being the best way with me I communicate disagreement to that penny so we didn't and it's becoming part of our system. So for me, and now and said when the lady recently and I say a video I said they did that because they saw that was a trend on social media and they wanted to follow suit. So basically it's what the society is doing, and I reflect in the lives of these kids because the children are learning from the society, and what seems to be the trend now is what they also picked and decided to do. Unfortunately, they didn't pick the right thing from the various internet and number 4 technologies are by papa.
Okay, so Peter, why identify one possible cause a bit me on social media? At the end, a bit me I found.
Well, I think so. You see, I believe that the formal education system is one of the very potent way to me molding the behavior of kids. And I think say school system new year. Unfortunately for us, various curriculum reforms are course so secondary school there now. I think that they are still working on it, and I'm hoping that by the time that one will be done and it will be rolled out, it will focus more on character formation and teach these kids the values and principles we cherish as a society, because we cannot, and I keep saying this, we cannot continue. They do not respect the principles and the values that have held us as a nation over all these years. And what are these values? One of the strongest values in our war system is respect for the elderly. Penny pass over to penny and in a year. Nanka titimrem die ese sikura ewo abofra bia asitrem now. So that is what is happening. So we should use the formal school system to restore some of these values in the kids, and when I say this, it's the duty of both parents, the teachers, school authorities, and everybody within the space, even those in the media, you people, because nearby you're projecting and no character. That is what we call the socialization process. It is a nearby you projecting no any nearby pa and no bema mufrana form of character. They know the day no there will be umbenkwala or musuma enye enfata. But you projecting nearby pa na se eno forming character na they know the day umbenyi na my den o my mufrapa. We should take character formation. We should take teaching of values, principles seriously within our education settings, and then in the house we should also do some of these things and ensure say na say so we na ultimately fit into a man. No, this one more money there. Now you have failed as a family, as a parent, as a society, or as teachers or education people. Right.
Now, Peter, you share the punishment at GS at the buy initially. What can you say about the punishment on the buy?
All right. So, it's standard in. But we felt, sir, and yesterday we were all over the place complaining about the punishment because you see, sir, Abofraya I'm taking this way. In recent times, what follow Minister of Education, the outrances, he's so much interested in getting everybody to go into the education system, go through the school system. At the same time, he's so much interested in helping reform Nkwala Omonye. And it came as a surprise to me personally when I read the letter Mofrano say public education system no but the solution because we cannot curtail the education of these kids because of their indiscretion and bad behavior. Yes, I didn't move school. Already, no, you will from outside the school system, ministry, I'm buying Eddie's car this year. I want Cotis car or budget, man. Ye the Equaco Titium, the Equaco trauma, the she had a dear Equaco trauma, so Musia, Nemo Monsiano. Yet we have devoted money to teach those people who have moved away from the school system. Now, fake a clan woman, Makumaku 8, a man, and so we know the importance of women within the society. Say, you look at most of the research reports. So to me, elevate, to me, Peja Obaba, who through the education system, or to me, lift a whole society out of poverty. It is a old Obomodia cha, a mama, Kumaku 8, FE, the former the public education system, and not a more kakra. That is why we felt, say, no, that is not what even the minister is preaching. That is not what GES is telling teachers. GES is telling teachers that let's find ways to reform teachers. Let's find ways to reform students. When students do things that are wrong, don't use the punishment system. Use positive punitive measures so that at the end of the day, Abufrani go through that particular exercise, or maybe we know our reforming. So why are we asking these kids to go and stay home? Not just say we are throwing the water away with the baby, and that is not something that anybody within the education sector in this 21st century would be happy to accept. And that is why we felt that the punishment was overboard, and truly, ministry president asked the this punishment is going to be reviewed. Okay,
so Peter, president are stepping in through the ministry. Now, I'm going to call for an alternative disciplinary action. In your view, disciplinary action, Ben, was here the man Colano.
Say, Mufrano, I'm told they have self-suspension. And if they have self-suspension, what we can do is to, one, work them through series of counseling processes, and then let them engage in services at a school community. At the same time, sign bond. Now they should be under the supervision 24/7 of specific teachers I be assigning them to. I think when they undergo certain services at the same time school they look almost school school. The school authorities can select certain activities engaging. Now, whilst they are doing it, because again, I feel the name go through within this short time. The talks are so from all over the place. I think their parents, Casa, community, they were all over the place. They are. That is even enough to walk them through this process. I don't know what, but I believe, when they are given certain services to undertake on campus, they are asked to sign a bond of good behavior, and they are asked or they are walked through various counseling processes at least 3 times a week for, let's say, 1 month or 2 months, with the intention say you better reform you of normal who what they did, they wouldn't repeat that. We would be getting something good out of them. I believe that everybody in this life deserves a second chance, and sometimes when you go through some of these things, not say amount of second chance now. Most people learn from it, and I hope that these kids will learn from this and then turn over a new leaf.
Peter, hold on. The Ghana Education Service said they release about quickly. I'm for release our embassies here from the Ghana Education Service. I'm gonna say for immediate release. President intervenes in disciplinary action taken against 8 students of Chiana SHS. Now, say management of Ghana Education Service, GES, refers to the above subject matter. The affected students were dismissed based on a recommendation from the school's disciplinary committee. Thus, management has referred the matter to the school's disciplinary committee to explore alternative sanctions other than dismissal. In the meantime, the affected students are to report to the headmistress of the school for further directions. Management acknowledges the interest of stakeholders in ensuring that these students are reformed in the best possible way. Signed, Cassandra Chum, Ampofu Head, Public Relations, GES. Peter Mbacha,
what happened?
Okay, great. According to release our basis here, nature say you're referring Kolana back to the school, to the headmistress, and I face so the disciplinary committee among finding alternative disciplinary measures against the students. You think it's in the right direction?
Yeah, that's the way to go. When you read, you look at the last line. The focus is on what reform, and that is what we should be looking at. But should we ask them to leave the school system? No, we shouldn't. You should find ways and means to help them reform. And I'm very happy. Say ministry letter talked about reformation. GS release is talking about reformation, and that is the way to go. And I believe that the school authorities will take a cue from this. And in talking about this, I think we should resource our guidance and counseling unit, because these are the things that they are supposed to champion. Like in Kaiwe, Namufrey, na guide counselor what school na various exercises will be take you home through. At the same time, there are certain services all these was there's a lot of supervision on them. You need almost teachers for class they are monitoring their progress. Yes, I never win now. By the time I'm from school more. Now you tell me I reform kakra na sebi. Ye the nyansa kakra show mutimu na omune ye na yeden asesa. And one day some of them will become the very people who moving the society or the community I'm living up. But if you throw them away at this early age, what are you trying to do? You are exposing them to the dangers of the world, of the society, and at the end of the day, they become a burden back on the society, and that is not how we should be doing some of these things. So I fully welcome the release from the GES, and I hope that the school authorities will take the necessary steps and ensure on behalf of normal reforming.
Right now, Peter, as a society, your way are training kola, me kaipa, in fact, me papa to me match me go school, class me di boni wo fie, and teacher and discipline me. Would you say, sir, the lack of the corporal punishment in schools so are contributing to this?
You see, in 2021, Nagrat raised this issue about their hands are tied. I think that's what the statement was like, and they indicated the fact indiscipline in the schools, teachers' hands are tied. I think, corporal punishment. This is my professional view. I'm not a fan of inflicting physical pain on students when they go wrong. I'm not a fan of it. I believe it's a obi ma opera. Na ama eno ama na sesan e woni oye ho. No, I don't believe that. I believe there are various ways that you can help students change. No, but I believe sometimes you can talk to them. I believe sometimes you can give them certain exercises and certain tasks to undertake. I don't believe, and I that is my professional view. I don't believe about nipa. No, I don't believe. What the best it can do is say ebeka nipa na shame. But I did akola na disobey there. Obey ye nyina ko school yenim. Nkofobia every week be na ebo mudin our assembly. Every week be a bomb about our assembly. Every week be omu Janifi campus. And so still you from bomb about the next week it tells us it is not always about inflicting physical pain on the kid. It is about sometimes showing love, sometimes trying to understand where the child is coming from, so that ubetimi about the designing ways and means ubetimi abu fan with people.
But Peter,
and that is basically.
Hello, Peter. Tell me the truth. Ya boda me boy.
Oh yes. And in fact, me because my father now, my father is teacher anyway, headmaster, and I remember very well. Say, body ya bo me.
Okay. A corrective. A bona ya bo na corrective.
Enyabo frabia na bo a corrective.
No, but a corrective, a reforming.
Well, I would say, yeah, maybe I don't know, but maybe and also kahona abueni pano. Okay. I'm just telling you, sir, professionally, okay. I don't believe in inflicting physical pain on people when they go wrong. And that is my professional view. Okay. You can talk to other people, they will share their professional view. I don't believe so about boni poo and no. I believe in talking to students. I believe in trying to understand issues from their perspective. I believe in guiding them from whatever they are doing and then leading them to the right path. That is my professional stance.
Okay.
And I think say other people will have ways of handling some of these things, but to inflict physical pain on people because they go wrong, and yes, something I think say a year idea many ejehu.
Peter Patianti, thank you. Yeah, that's a so I join here. For Executive Director, Insült for Education Studies. We are joining Adom TV, the big agenda, Jumedie. And also go to DBS Industries Limited at Daroma near the big agenda, Ebrel. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, His Excellency Nana Danko Ekufuado, there will be reshuffling tonight or the list, about Betuja. Big agenda, within the Kwesia Sempa. Good evening.